one morning, the voice that I know so well said, all of a sudden, out of the blue, write a Baptist crime novel. And I said, what? And the voice again said, write a Baptist crime novel. Being real patient with me, like it gets sometimes. And I said, okay. And went over to that computer over there and sat down, and within a very short time had written 4 chapters. So I sent a couple of chapters off to my sister Jenny in Georgia, and she was quite enthused about what had been written. And before I knew it, Jenny and I were writing the crime novel together. Well, it's finished now, and it's a lollipalooza, I'm telling you. There's nothing else like it in the world. So I thought I'd read the first chapter that came out after I was told, write a Baptist crime novel. It's called Restless Dog. In recounting this story, I tell the state of my own soul. I did not like the preacher and what he stood for. I am guilty of the sin of haughtiness and pride. I know that everything I saw in him and detested has a seed, a germ, that if watered would flourish within me. And yet, what he did was wrong. I know that. I was going through what the mystics of all faiths call the dark night of the soul. It seems to come after a period of great illumination. And I'd had that, and now this. I was like a dog turning round and round before it flops down on its resting place, except I could no longer find the resting place. The church had gotten too small for my soul. Martin Buber said that religion rests on an enormous simplification of the manifold and wildly engulfing forces that invade us. I was feeling the truth of that. The preacher said that that was where I fell into trouble in the first place, going to night school and then to evening college, getting exposed to those ideas that ran contrary to God's teachings in the King James Version of the Bible. Maybe he was right, but I don't think so. I was doomed from early on to exploration of all bounds. Tomorrow's heaven always rested on today's reality. And I felt the bounds of today's reality were manufactured and then accepted by those less adventurous. I think Jesus came to tell us this, but that's another story. With my beginning to see the preacher's version of the universe as grade school teachings and looking to move on to junior high, I found myself, to continue the analogy, staying outside at recess more and more, and in my mind, though my body continued to attend, skipping school altogether. Though I wasn't into naked women and discharging shotguns, Luther Huckleberry and I were more alike than others might think. We both had trouble with boundaries, and so did the preacher. Shocked the hell out of me. When I wrote that, I could hardly wait to see what the second chapter was going to be.